Hello everyone. It's raining outside, so I thought it'd be nice to film outside because I love the rain. It's very nice weather. I think it's a very soothing environment. But I'm out for the reason for the video. Approximately 3 hours ago, I finished the Max original Scavengers Reign. I watched it on Netflix because Netflix made a non-exclusive deal to air the episodes. And the reason kind of why that matters is because the show was cancelled, and it being on Netflix gives it the chance to be renewed for a second season. This is the main reason why this show is on my radar, and I think it's really sad that studios cancel adult animated dramas like this. I just can't really see why they don't think this shit's marketable, because there's so much potential to be had in shows like this. But back to the review, Scavengers Reign, to put it really bluntly, is about a spaceship called the Demeter that crashes on an alien planet, and you follow these four people who are loosely related to each other. I really like this premise because of the movie Requiem for a Dream. That movie really sold me on this type of premise, and I think they really did a good job with it. But unlike Requiem for a Dream, instead of us really knowing the characters, these characters from the start are a mystery. You don't know who they are, you don't know what they do, you're just thrown into it, and it all unravels through the course of 12 episodes. This makes the show really slow and really boring at the start, but I'm not that guy. But this is an exception. Just watch and be patient, okay? Because it gets really interesting really fast. If I had to rank the characters from most favorite to least, I would say Cayman number 1, Sam and Ursula number 2, and Ozzy number 3. The reason why Cayman is number 1 is because I like him so much because he's such a tragic character. One way to describe him is like a car crash you really can't look away from. It's like one favorable comparison, again, is like the old lady in Requiem for a Dream. I'm not comparing them in how much they suffered. It's pretty obvious who suffered more if you've seen, Requiem for a Dream. I just think they're alike in how they impact the viewer. Like how it's really fascinating to see someone's downward spiral in real time. I like those types of characters, so that's why I think Cayman edges out over everyone else. But every character here is great. I like them all equally. Sam and Ursula are number 2 because I like their relationship. At the start, they really conflict with each other at the beginning, and they're with a personality clash. But as the show unravels, you see how they start to be content with each other. But what really kind of brings them together even more is Sam's suffering throughout the entire time on the planet. If there's a character I will feel bad for, I would say Sam, because he is put through the ringer. But it's the reason it makes them have this human connection, because at the end they have such a strong connection. That's because it's basically just Sam suffering. It's one negative, it's giving you a positive. Alright, so there are a lot of, speaking of human, every character here is they all are very human characters. They all have flaws, strengths, motivations, and actions that you can support, and at the same time sympathize with, and also at the same time disapprove of. They're all like this because they're all out of their comfort zone. It's a completely different world, and the experiences they have on this planet ends up challenging them. The planet itself is a very vibrant place. The environment is really colorful and lively. The backgrounds are really detailed. They look straight out of a comic book. The animation is a lot like Invincible Season 2. It's really choppy a lot of the time, but it saves the budget for really the major scenes, which that kind of balances out that nitpick for me. I really like the character designs. And I also love how they blend in with the actual art style of the show. because I feel like this isn't only a problem for me, but sometimes when I watch an animated show, I don't like the character's art design because I feel like it doesn't blend with the rest of the show's art design. It's a rare occurrence for me to not have this problem, so I think that's a short but needed plus in my eyes. But speaking of problems, my only problem with this show's production for me is the structure of the scenes. I mean, like, and how they like transition from one scene to like another. For example, one character is doing something, and they do like one specific thing. Then they go back to another character for an extended amount of time, and then they go back to the character that I just talked about for like another lot of time. That really took me out of the show and a lot of the emotional moments for me, because I just didn't really thought it makes sense. Why don't you just make one character, put it all, like, make it all, like, no cuts to her in, like, chunks, and then go to the other character. I just don't see why that was, like, needed. But that's only, like, rare, though. It mostly happened with Ozzy, which I think that's why I didn't really get into her character. But anyways, that's just a small problem that I have with the show. That's the show's biggest flaw in my eyes. I think animation was the best way to go for this show. Like, that's really a no-brainer. That's like saying humans need water. Like, it's pretty obvious. Like, it's able to express itself in a more free way, especially with the weird Pokemon-esque creatures. I remember reading a review on Letterboxd speaking about, you know, like, the creatures, and it was, during, like, the process of me writing the script and watching the show, and it said that Interstellar is for physics nerds, Blade Runner is for philosophy, Arrival is for linguistics, and this is a show for biology nerds. I think that checks out because the creatures are showcased with great detail, and I like how they function, adapt, and how they look. And as I said, they look like Pokemon. Like, they're really colorful and really, like, creatively designed. If you like aliens, if you like unbalanced characters, if you like a compelling drama, if you like sci-fi in general, this is the show for you. I will give it a shot. I will give this show an 8 out of 10. See you guys in the next video.